So we are about to enter February. Hashtag the month of love. Maybe gift a phone to your loved ones. San, will you give me a phone?
Sure.
I don't need an iPhone, and of course not a fake phone. And we have been saying from November to December that if you want to buy a phone, you should wait till February, and it's time for upcoming smartphones for February. Because there are some crazy phone launches lined up. We have Samsung S23 series, Samsung laptops, OnePlus S, OnePlus 11, we have Xiaomi 13. Lots of crazy phones. Some 24 or 28 phones. And we'll be covering all the important ones so that you don't miss out on anything. So make sure you're subscribed to TechWiser. Let's go. Okay, first up is finally the Samsung S23 series. Now the teaser is out. Samsung is scheduled to launch their Galaxy Unpacked event on 1st Feb. And we all know what that means. Samsung will launch S23, S23 Plus and S23 Ultra. Now, as per leaks and rumors, Samsung would be ditching the Exynos processor entirely, which means that worldwide, the S23 series will come with the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. That is a good news because their Exynos processor for the past 2 years, let's just say it was hotter than Snapdragon. Okay, first up, S23 and S23 Plus. S23 will have the same 6.1-inch AMOLED display, but this year, it will be a brighter display than the last year's S22. It will also have a bigger 3900 mAh battery, that is 200 more than last time. The S23 Plus will come with a 4700 mAh battery, 6.6-inch 120Hz AMOLED display and a triple camera setup, more or less a bigger version of S23. But the biggest change in the S23 and S23 Plus would be design. It will not have a camera island anymore. Rather, it will look very similar to the Ultra series. Coming to the main S23 Ultra, the biggest change over last year's model would be in camera. It will have a 200 megapixel camera, but most importantly, this is not the same old sensor that we saw in Moto S30 Ultra or the Xiaomi 12 Pro Plus or all that series. This is a new 200 megapixel sensor. Samsung just launched it and it is called ISOCELL HP2, which is supposed to be better than other 200 megapixel sensor and custom made for S23 Ultra. We'll have to wait and see. Now there are rumors that the pricing can be increased a bit this year. The S23 will start around 80,000 rupees. The S23 Plus will start around 90,000 rupees. And the S23 Ultra will start around 1,10,000 or 20,000 rupees. Now it does seem to be costly than last year, but we'll need to see if there are any good introductory offers to bring the price down. Now there is going to be another interesting launch from Samsung Galaxy Book 3 series. This is their laptop series. We have reviewed last year's Galaxy Book 2 Pro and it is a fairly decent laptop for the price. The Galaxy Book 3 will also be announced side by side the S23 series on 1st Feb at the Galaxy Unpacked event. Now, as per leaks, there could be as many as 3 Galaxy Books. Galaxy Book 3, Galaxy Book 3 Pro, Galaxy Book 3 Ultra. The Ultra could have an OLED screen, Intel i9 processor and the latest NVIDIA graphic card RTX 4070. Now, I'm very excited because Galaxy Books are generally very slim and Ultrabook types. Like the last one was almost the width of a pencil. So to fit a full-fledged graphic card is something new. Will it have a charging brick? We'll have to wait and watch. Now there is no word on the pricing, but the base variant Galaxy Book 3 could start from somewhere around 70,000 rupees. Up next we have the OnePlus 11. Now this year is the Chinese variant and we have been using this for a week now. Stay tuned for that video. But on February 7, OnePlus will launch the OnePlus 11 in India. Now last year OnePlus released the OnePlus 10 Pro. There was no OnePlus 10. This year we'll have OnePlus 11 but no idea about OnePlus 11 Pro. Things are very confusing. Anyways, I'm personally very interested in OnePlus 11 because frankly in the last 1 or 2 years OnePlus phones were meh. OnePlus went from making flagship killers to becoming a flagship. Reminds me of that Star Wars jokes. Now the OnePlus 11 will come with the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor. You will get the new 50 megapixel Sony camera and again, tuned by Hasselblad. But what's new is the return of the alert slider. Yes, that's right. OnePlus is bringing back the Dear Alert slider. Now if only they could bring back the OG Oxygen OS, fingers crossed. Now the specs of OnePlus 11 is very similar to that of iQOO 11 and that phone sells for around 60,000 rupees. So I'm speculating that OnePlus 11 should be priced the same and it will be interesting to see how it compares against iQOO 11. 7,000 likes and we do it. Next we have the Xiaomi 13 series. As per leaks and rumors, this could launch somewhere around the end of February and there will be 2 phones, Xiaomi 13 and the Xiaomi 13 Pro. And this is going to be a flagship Xiaomi phone with Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, 2K AMOLED display, UFS 4.0 storage and 1-inch camera sensor. And speaking of camera, Xiaomi has partnered with Leica. For those of you who don't know, Leica is a world famous camera company known for making high-grade lens. So the picture quality of the Xiaomi 13 series should be really good. Now there's no official word on pricing, but expect the price of the Xiaomi 13 Pro to be around 64,999 and the Xiaomi 13 to be less than that. Next we have iQOO Neo 7. The official launch date is February 16th. iQOO is known for feature-rich phones at an affordable price. We recently got the same iQOO Neo 7 from China. You can go check out our first impressions of that phone. Bottom line, this seems like a good successor to the iQOO Neo 6, which is already very popular. And if we go by past trends, the iQOO Neo 7 should be priced somewhere around 30,000 rupees, and at that price, this does seem like a good value for money phone. Now, as per the recent survey, Samsung recently became the #1 smartphone seller in India. But the budget A and M series last year were pretty meh. But that could change this year because Samsung also has two more phones coming up in February, the M54 and A34. Now there is no official release date yet, but both these phones could come around 16th Feb, and there is something very interesting, like both the phones will almost have similar specs, AMOLED display and all. Even both of them will be priced under 30,000, but the M54 will come with the Exynos 1380 processor, whereas the A34 will come with Dimensity 1080 processor. Next we have a phone from Poco, and recently a pic of cricketer Hardik Pandya using some Poco phone was spotted, and if rumors are true, it could be the upcoming Poco X5 Pro. It should come by the end of February, and as per leaks, this should come with a Snapdragon 778G processor, AMOLED screen, triple camera setup. Now Poco is known for value for money phones, like good specs at an affordable price, so expect this to be around 20,000 rupees. Up next we have the Oppo Find N2 Fold. This is the second foldable from Oppo. Now the phone was launched in China back in December, and expect the global launch to be somewhere during the mid of February. Now speaking of the Fold, well, we have already covered it. You can go and check out that video over here. And our first impression is that Oppo is heading in the right direction because they have nailed the form factor. The hardware is also very good. If they can improve the software, then they will be one step closer to Samsung's foldable market. Now there is no official word on the pricing as yet, but if you do Chinese to Indian pricing conversion, it comes to 94,000 rupees, and if that is the case, then this would be the most affordable foldable phone in India. And people are very interested in foldable phones because as per the data, the market for foldable has gone up by 60%. Other than these, there is also the Vivo's flagship X90 Pro and X90 Pro Plus coming out. So overall, I would say that February is going to be a packed month. So many phones, so many good videos to make. Let us know in the comment section which phone are you excited about in February. On that note, this is Pratik signing off. See you in the next video. Pew, pew, pew.